things. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Ta-da! Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Oh, why am I talking? Where's my mouse? There. Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Osa. We are playing Farming Simulator 25 on Alma, Missouri. It is a cloudy day with sun later, and yeah, it's time to do grassy stuff again. So, not sure how far we're going to get today. We'll definitely start with the mowing, and I'm going to set this off automatically. Do it with a worker. This will be the last time we mow this field. Because I'm going to expand that into the cornfield just north of us. And, oh, hang on. No. I want you. Ugh. Never remember the buttons. That button. Okay, and okay. I want you to do that. Okay. Turn that off, and off you go. So, unfortunately, I'm low on, very low on hay again. So, this is going to be a hay cut, not a silage cut. Okay, while you're doing that... oh, hi, dog. Hey, let's go feed the dog. Come on, doggy. And here he comes. You do that. Okay. Now, next thing I need to do is do a quick run round, check on everything. So... corn is next month, cotton is next month, soybeans are next month. So that's all of those things. Food, cows have food. I have sold a few cows lately, so we're all good on that. Should buy 7 more of those, but whatever. Sheeps are doing good. Horses are doing fine. Meanwhile, nothing really exciting there. The biogas plant don't have enough methane to ship yet. That's all doing its thing. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, since we're sat in this tractor, I'm going to pull this over there and let's get this emptied. Mix up a new batch. I go and get the JCB because I don't use it that often. Hi ho, there you go. Nice. And as we're moving into square bales, oh, actually, I want to check how straw is fine. Okay, I was wondering whether I needed to put some more straw in the cows, but we don't. So, round bale straw, we use one of those, but this is 11,000 litres. And this is only 9. So we're going to end up with less straw in our mix. Round bale silage is what we're always going to have. We put 3 of those in. Now, round bale silage is 5,500. Round bale hay is 9,000. I usually put 2 of those in. Don't have any square bale hay at the moment, so we're about to make some. So 2 of those. So we might end up with 3 bales, square bales of hay. Hopefully it will still all end up fine. Ooh, it's oh, press that button. I can use the extending arm thing. I'm glad I found that control, because it's so much easier. Come on, forwards. Dragging the forks on the ground, not a good plan. That all fell in good. And another one. So yeah, last Saturday afternoon I ended up in hospital with a lot of gastric problems. So this week has been not the greatest. But I am mostly recovered from that. I don't think I'm completely recovered. Still, job done. Ooh. That's fine. Leave that there. And back to this guy. I think there's still some bale material in there, which will start mixing in when I unload. So we're not going to get much unloaded here, but will be sufficient. And, well, actually we're emptying quite a lot. Okay. I've still got a ton of it left. Mixed and ready to feed. The animal penny's full. That was the other thing I did not check while we were here. We do have full supplies of those. And the biogas plant is out of everything again. So I am barely keeping up with all the... oops. I am barely keeping up with all the supplies to the BGA to get stuff processed. We'll do this run too. And I'll leave the truck in a minute. All right, fill that with manure. And I'll take some slurry over there on the truck. So we're getting all the things done. So in the gaming world, there have been a couple of patches of games I own. Ground of Aces had a patch this week, and has also had a free DLC of kind of premium aircraft. They're planning to add more to that DLC, but at the moment the only aircraft in it is the Mosquito. They added a new map. They've added liveries for the planes, so you can unlock liveries by watching Twitch streams or things like that. They've also deleted the World War One skinned. Don't think it's not a Sopwith kind, Gloucester Gladiator. They've deleted that and basically made it a skin for the regular Gloucester Gladiator. So you only have the one Gloucester Gladiator now, although the World War One variant wasn't quite as good as the base game variant. So that's all the stuff, at least as far as I'm aware of, that's been going on there. New game release, Star Trek Voyager Into the Unknown, something like that, is basically a base builder, which Voyager lends itself quite well to, because you start off with a completely smashed up spaceship and you have to repair stuff, clear out blocked rooms and build new rooms and stuff, and how you do it is completely up to you. And in the background you've then got the whole Voyager story that you're playing through. Kind of a cute game. Good base skill. Oh, good grief. Good base builder. So had a look at that. It doesn't have, okay, as released, it didn't have a very good save option. It basically only saved when you progress the story, which was either complete a story mission or move to the next sector once you've completed the story mission. And people were complaining about that, because you might do a storyline mission and then go and explore a couple of worlds, get resources, fix up bits of your ship, not do any more story line stuff, and then, oh, I need to, leave off and go and do some real world stuff, and it hadn't saved. And since your previous story mission update, you completed a step of the story mission and it saved at that point. So when you got back in, you could lose potentially an hour or two of progress, and have to do it all again. Now, what they did do is there was a patch on Friday which added timestamps to the game save. Functionality, not any great shakes. But then what they did on Friday evening was they added a second patch which put in a sort of, I guess, 10-step autosave. So they had, other than storyline quest things, they were, after every 10 things that you did, and I'm not really following what the critical things you do are to cause it, but they will autosave at those points. So potentially they're adding in a save functionality to the game, which is quite possibly a good thing. How are you doing? You've still got a lot of grass by the looks of it. So so all it is a they're adding more save points. Although apart from the defined save points of story, there are intermediate save points at regular intervals. But they don't have a load screen per se. They basically have three save games, and you're basically playing in Iron Man mode. Almost. When you go to a game save, you can select, do I want to restart one of one of my previous story point starts? So if you've completed the sort of episode 0 tutorial, you can go back and just restore to that point, to the beginning of that point, and replay the tutorial. But if you're halfway through story episode 1, sort of first part of the main story, you can reset to the beginning of that, or to the beginning of step 0, episode 0, or try and continue from where you left off, but it won't be exactly where you left off from. Once you get to episode 2, you've now got 3 fixed points you can start at, plus somewhere in episode 2, wherever it did the last autosave. But I am guessing that because their game saves now have a timestamp, they can say, okay, we will retain 4 autosave points, and so we'll delete the older ones. They possibly will keep the end of episode save points, or beginning of episode save points. I'm not sure how they're completely designed. And they are the next patch they're looking at is to add in manual saves. So you can say, oh, Mum's calling me to lunch, I need to save and quit. And then I can pick up exactly where I left off. So that's kind of a good thing. And I think that addresses what most people have felt disappointed in. Obviously, they didn't need a game save on the demo because the demo was just episode 0. And you get to the end of episode 0 and it's kind of like, okay, you played as much as you can. Look out for the for the full game release when it happens. Alrighty, that's done. So we will manure, activate, slurry, activate, and that's going to be less than a month. We are going to generate less than 30,000 manure, 30,000 slurry at the farm. Before the BGA is finished doing all the things. Anyway, we'll get this back to the yard. And then what? What's the next thing? Next thing I'm going to need is to ted the grass field. So take a look at that. I might do most of the grass work myself, just let the mower, the worker do the mowing. And then we'll ted it, we'll row it. I might let the worker row it, and we'll jump into another tractor and do the baling. I think the baler runs behind the small 6R. Doggy, why are you sitting in the road? So, and then October, we're going to be harvesting. I think what I should be able to do is set the, we'll buy ourselves a cotton harvester, and then we'll set that off on a worker while I deal with the corn and soybean harvests. Probably do corn first, because I know all the cornfields are going to be finished around the same time. I'm not sure when all of the soybean fields will be done and ready to harvest, because we have that second one we planted last episode, and that was quite a busy thing. Okay, you up under there. Yes, the truck could do with a service, but for the most part, that's looking fine. All right, let's find myself the little 6R. Oh, now I did have a problem with the other soybean field. We'll go look at that later. But basically, I got intermediate weeds and nothing except herbicide works on intermittent weeds. I've never come across intermittent weeds. I've come on small, medium, and large. What's the I want there? It's going to be a little bit awkward to get at. However, small tractor, not